guys, what's going on? Welcome to Real Classic Film Reviews, and welcome to the part of the channel where we take a bit of a deep dive, a bit of a look into a home media release. And as you can see, and as you can tell by the title, this is 1992's Ghostwatch from 101 Films. This is, well, it's the 30th anniversary, I feel old now, this is the 30th anniversary of Ghostwatch, which was a BBC Halloween special way back in 1992, a kind of mockumentary, if you like, shown on the BBC on Halloween night that caused quite a stir amongst people, viewers at the time. Actually resulted in, I think it was something like 1 million phone calls to the BBC. And there was actually some kind of other fallout from it as well, which I'll discuss as we go forward and unbox this. One thing I have to say about this is that for such a, well, it's not an obscure title, but 101 Films have done like an absolutely amazing job on this. I didn't realise until it arrived how thick it would be. There's all sorts of goodies in there which I want to kind of crack into, and we'll have a good look. So we'll get this packaging off. As you can see on the front cover there, features Sarah Greene, Michael Parkinson. I think that's Mike Smith as well. So the setup is that, oh, that's the back cover coming off. So really glossy cover, a whole load of features in there which we'll also go through. Really robust box, number 28 on the spine there, if that's something that interests you from 101 Films. And the setup was that Sarah Greene and Craig Charles were at a house that was apparently haunted by a poltergeist, reporting live, and you had Michael Parkinson and Mike Smith back in the studio kind of communicating with this team. And it's very much a kind of, you know, found footage thriller, you know, predating obviously things like the Blair Witch and other things that we know of now as kind of found footage movies and documentaries. But it was done so realistically that, you know, people watching it kind of weren't 100% sure if it was real or not. So yeah, it comes in a big thick box like that. That's really nice. There's your spine number. And then we've got the disc itself, or the DVD, the Blu-ray itself in there, and a whole load of special features. So special features wise, I'll just read off the back of this. We've got the 30th anniversary documentary, Do You Believe in Ghosts? Which is about the Ghostwatch phenomenon itself. A commentary with some film historians. We've got a booklet in there. We've got some art cards and a reproduced script. We've got a short story by the Ghostwatch writer Stephen Volk, and another commentary I think on there as well. But yeah, plenty on there to keep us going. We'll crack this thing open in a minute. We'll have a little look at the other bits and pieces here. But yeah, I think, you know, it kind of came out in 1992. People freaked out about it. Weren't sure if it was real or not. God, that's quite stiff. Let's have a look if I can get that off. You know, kind of called in. I think there was a number on the screen, which was just the regular BBC number that you could call in if you yourself had any kind of supernatural, paranormal activity, things going on in your own house. And apparently the BBC switchboards were just inundated with calls. Oh, yeah, you go, big thick art cards there. So all the kind of principal cast members, including spooky one there, Sarah Greene on that one. So yeah, there's half a dozen of those. So yeah, people were calling in left, right and centre, blocked the phone lines for the BBC, and then subsequent to that, it kind of came out. I think there was unfortunately a death related to it as well, from what I remember reading, possibly a suicide of someone who had watched it and got, you know, really freaked out and anxious about it. But such was its kind of power at the time. Might not be, you know, for modern audiences, it might not be as kind of effective, but from what I remember watching, God, a good while ago, it was pretty effective. The central poltergeist in the film, I think, was called Pipes, or Mr. Pipes, and the effect that it had on this family that Sarah Greene's kind of documenting, including these two. I think there's two girls in it, and their communication with this spirit, and obviously it's all kind of done in documentary style, handheld, really effective. I'm really looking forward to checking this back out. So some really good imagery there. And I mean, that's a big thick booklet, very nice. And then this in itself is the script, a reproduction of the script. So I mean, just to have that's absolutely amazing. And that's a big thick booklet. And next up we'll have a little crack open of the actual Blu-ray itself. All right, just had a quick cut there, so you don't have to watch me spend the 5 minutes that I spent trying to unwrap this thing. Definitely wrapped up quite well, so there we go. Bit of plastic still left on there. Lists all the special features and the blurb about it. So yeah, you've got it's an odd photo that you've obviously got. I think that's Michael Parkinson there. Hasn't been served particularly well on the cover of that. So yeah, featuring Michael Parkinson, Sarah Greene, Mike Smith, Craig Charles, and Pipes, who is the aforementioned spirit that's kind of haunting this house. I think this was kind of semi-based on that Enfield haunting as well, which is obviously a famous British haunting that the second Conjuring film was based on. So like we've got the disc there, and as in you know, a lot of releases these days, we've got some alternative artwork, which is obviously very similar to the front of the box there. So it's nice to have a choice in artwork there, and then obviously both displaying the spine numbers, or yes, they do, on either side. So yeah, that's 1992's Ghostwatch. You know, for a BBC production, I know it has a kind of interesting history, but 101 Films, you know, they didn't really have to go to all this trouble. So the fact that they have done is, you know, extremely commendable. And, you know, the fact that they're throwing in all of these goodies, this script looks like an absolute beast as well. I'm really looking forward to kind of flicking through that. Yeah, really nice. And obviously the booklet as well. I've read quite a bit on the film, so I'm interested to kind of delve a little bit deeper as well into some of the production stories on Ghostwatch. So yeah, quite an extensive package from 101 Films there. That's 1992's BBC production of the mockumentary spooky horror poltergeist TV show Ghostwatch. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Always appreciated, and I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye bye.